When your post said something about like you rode with grass in your tire, I thought maybe you like burped your tire and some grass fell into it or something. And then I saw the video of you literally stuffing grass in your tire. I was like, hell yeah, that's sick. Dude, totally MacGyver.
Well, yeah. Okay.
And so
the first thing that I'll say, I'll get to the grass tire, but the first thing that I'll say is it turns out karma is real.
Oh, because of the whole wheel thing.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking so much shit about Eli giving his wheel to Keegan last weekend, and then it turns out I needed a wheel in the race.
Did Eli ride by you? It would have been so good if Eli rode by you and said, "Not today, buddy." That would be so good.
What up, party people? Welcome back for another episode of the Bonk Bros podcast, brought to you as always by some of our amazing supporters, like Bike Tires Direct, the one-stop shop for basically all of your cycling gear needs. Make sure to use the code BONKBROS at checkout for a sweet little discount. And then there's SILCA, the folks bringing you all the bike maintenance, marginal gains, innovation to make sure that your bike not only looks good and lasts a long time, but also gets you where you want to go just a tiny bit faster than the next guy. New code, capital B Bonk Bros Oct 15, or you can just go to the show notes to get the actual spelling on that. But yeah, new code there. And then last but not least, we've got Bicycle Accident Law, spearheaded by none other than Matt Scarborough, your go-to resource when you're caught in that dreaded position between your bike and a vehicle on the road. Make sure to mention that we sent you for a complimentary few months of coaching when you're ready to return to the bike. We currently have none other than our very own Tyler going through this process, and let him tell you, I don't want to be the one to speak for him, but I'm sure it's not a fun process. So making sure that you have someone in your corner to help guide you through that process is definitely a must. Okay, so on the show this week, we're basically spending all of our time talking about Big Sugar, the good, the bad, the ugly, and all the fun that took place in between. We ended up not having time for the Bonker Ballin' segment because of the long drawn-out conversation there. So if you're here for that, sorry, you gotta wait till next week. So if you have any questions or feedback for the show, though, you can always drop us a note at bonkbrospodcast@gmail.com. That's also where you can submit those bike photos for the Bonker Ballin' segment. Or you can hit us up on the Bonk Bros Instagram page with questions and shout-outs and whatever. Or you can sign up for Patreon. That's another quick way to get a hold of us. For all show notes and show sponsor information, make sure to check the show notes in either the YouTube channel, or if you're listening to us on the audio, then the show notes in whatever platform you're listening to make sure you have the most up-to-date information on all of our show supporters. All right, that's it for today. Let's get this party started.
Well. How
TC, what's up, dog?
What's up, TC? TC, that's Tyler's new nickname. I just came up with it. Clever, huh?
Some would even say cerebral.
It was either that or baldy, and I feel bad every time I make fun of your baldness, and so
it's coming for you too, Dizzle. Just
maybe if we did call you baldy, though, it would normalize it a little more.
Dude, there's plenty of handsome bald dudes. Jason Statham, Sven Ness.
Let's not go crazy.
I didn't say I was handsome. I just said there are handsome bald dudes.
In Arkansas, we did watch Fast 5 and Fast 4 in that order.
Why not?
And Stratham shows up in 5, one of them. Maybe it was 5, 5, and 5. Or no, Fast 5, Fast 6.
Dizzle only has a crush on dudes with luscious blonde hair.
And I got to hang out with Lance Haydet like so much last week. Did you guys see the pants he had on at the rave?
No.
Those were some tight pants. I went up to him and said, "Man, you're a good looking guy, and those pants are driving a lot of people crazy right now."
Mostly me.
Did you see the kit he had on for the race? It was just like mustard yellow top and bottom.
I don't know about that. He did stand out in the feed though, man. Like,
dude, I'm 100% for it. Okay. All you gravel racers need to wear, like, you each need to have your own little kit, like jockeys in a horse race.
Yeah.
because there's too many white jerseys, black
Right.
bibs, all black. I can't pick anybody out.
Did my red bibs last year stand out as much as his mustard kit? Or was the mustard kit more?
I think
mean,
the mustard kit takes the crown.
I think
that
so, too.
mustard
Hate
kit
it.
was like,
Yeah.
It just blended with his hair. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
for real, dude. Like
It
no
was,
other color other than mustard for
It
bib
was so
jersey.
easy to see him. That's probably why he tried to attack at the end of the race. That's probably why he didn't get away, because he was just we could
Everybody
see
could
him
tell.
too much.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to do that? That would be a great transition for lunchbox racing. Red, ketchup and mustard colored kits.
That would be good. Like one of us in red and one of us in yellow.
Or
I'm
just
down.
bibs and jerseys.
So Dizzle, you want to tell us about the sprint finish?
How I botched it, or what? I mean, what do you mean? Like,
Whatever
it
you
was
want to
like
say about it, man.
It's like a 20 up sprint. I mean, I'm happy with the result, but to think that I could have done better is like, when I did have a really good result, and I'm stoked about that. But I'm replaying a few parts in the race where I'm like, man, like I really could have capitalized there. I could have done this different, and like a top 10 was for sure in the cards, but just didn't work out that way.
What could you have done different?
Well, I tried to get away a few times, and one of the times me and Skylar Taylor like pretty much got out of sight. I mean, we were up the road a ways, and granted, I had no idea that Matt Beers was off the front, and I didn't even know Riley Amos was in the race.
Mm-hmm.
And so when somebody after the race, I thought Julian got first or second, because eventually Griffin Easter and Julian went up the road. And I was like, Julian, did you win? He's like, no, I think I was fourth. And I'm like, what do you mean you're fourth? Like, it was just you and Griffin up the road. How'd you lose? How'd you get fourth? Are you that bad at sprinting that in a 2-up sprint you get fourth? Like, I don't get it. And then I found out that Matt Beers was off the front the whole race, and Riley Amos was with him. I'm like, dang,
Matt Wilson.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Apparently
I missed all
they
that.
attacked on the very first climb.
Yeah. I was nowhere to be seen the first climb. So like by the time I got to the front, they were long gone. And nobody clued me in on that. So I thought we were still racing for the win. So like when me and Skylar were up the road,
This is like Unbound 24 all over again.
yeah. So when I was up the road, I was like peeing my pants. I'm like, dude, we could go 1-2 right here. Like we got out of sight. They weren't chasing. Me and Skylar are like not one of the people that they have marked. This type of race is awesome because the people who aren't marked get like such a free leash. Like there were multiple times where I attacked and they just watched me right away. But eventually they just bring me back for some reason. I don't know
They
why.
all saw you and they were like, that dude's coming back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, probably. They weren't wrong. So yeah, I mean, it's all a timing thing too. Cause like there were times when I attacked where it looked promising, but then they brought us back. But then the time that I was literally sitting right next to Julian and I saw Griffin Easter go up the road and I literally looked at Julian and said, Julian, you should follow that. And then he literally just listened to me and went up the road. And that was like, they left, like we never caught them. They got second and fourth. So, you're probably asking like, well, why didn't you do that? Why'd you tell Julian to do that? Well, I think that was right after I had just tried to go. So like, I literally just got brought back. So I was like, Julian, why don't you try to go? And it worked. So it's all a timing thing. It's like the right people go at the right time and the right people are at the front to slow down the pace. And like, then they're gone. You know, it's such a...
You could probably have a conversation with yourself, you know? So you're probably asking now, like, actually,
How I ended up here.
Yeah, I could. I do often, actually. Just talk to myself.
yeah. Well,
So that's like the gist of it. And then I could have done better in the sprint. Like I just started sprinting too early.
Were you in the second chase group? There seemed to be some
There was
some
that
controversy between you and the Canadian. I don't understand how you are good with
that
one
was like
Canadian.
in the first half of the race. Then that was BS. Like
Yeah, wasn't Adam Roberge mad at you for not pulling, which is ironic?
Out. Yeah, so I didn't pull through because I was kind of on the limit. There was a gap from us to the lead group on a big climb, and Roberge just like starts blasting me for not pulling through, and I'm like on the rivet. I didn't want to pull through because I was like, I figured I was going to slow us down, so I'm like, well, hopefully somebody else will come by and we'll bridge up to that front group. And I think also it's like, I know Adam has this reputation of not pulling. And so I think I'm now biased to just not pull through anytime Adam flicks me through, you know, like I'm just going to give you a dose of your own medicine right now. Mm-hmm. And he wasn't too pumped about that. And then after he yelled at me, like two guys in the group rode up to me and was like, was Adam Roberge just yelling at you about not pulling through? Because that's kind of ironic. Like, that's irony.
I'm going to be honest, man. I think you're worse than Adam Roberge.
Yeah, granted. Yeah. But and rightly so, because I'm not as strong as Adam in most races. Mm-hmm. Adam usually has the legs to be one of the contenders to win the race. Like, he's won Big Sugar before. And you know what I mean? So like, it kind of makes sense for me to not pull through. It is kind of dumb for him to not pull through. Like, he's just ticking people off, but.
Well, clearly you're also ticking people off.
Yeah, clearly.
Both on and off the bike.
We caught back up. I think somebody in the group yelled at Adam and was like, hey man, if you're pissed that you're back here, then you should have just been positioned better to where you were in the lead group and not back here. Yeah. I'm like, yep, like that's on you, man.
Maybe if DJ didn't make him do an Aero FTP test midweek, then he would have had a few more matches to burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that was a highly accurate test too, you know? Yeah. So,
how was your race, DJ? Tell us about the grass tire. Had you seen somebody do that before?
I could not believe that.
Did you see somebody do that before, or was that just like an on the spot, like cerebral moment for you? Like,
yeah, there's no cerebrality coming.
When
Dylan Johnson.
When your post said something about like you rode with grass in your tire, I thought maybe you like burped your tire and some grass fell into it or something. And then I saw the video of you literally stuffing grass in your tire. I was like, hell yeah, that's sick. Dude, totally MacGyver.
Well, yeah. Okay.
And so
the first thing that I'll say, I'll get to the grass tire, but the first thing that I'll say is it turns out karma is real.
Because of the whole wheel thing.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking so much shit about Eli giving his wheel to Keegan last weekend, and then it turns out I needed a wheel in the race.
Did Eli ride by you? It would have been so good if Eli rode by you and said, not today, buddy. That would be so good.
So what happened? I mean, I just like, I was still with the front group, but I was barely holding on. Like, I was holding on for dear life. But I just smashed a rock. Like, no tire or rim combination would have survived how hard I smashed this rock. I mean, I smashed this rock so hard that my rim cracked.
What did you do that for?
What'd I do that for?
Why'd you do that?
I mean, I don't know. I just didn't see the rock.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So I just smashed a rock so hard that my rim cracked, and obviously that caused a flat tire as well. And then Alex House rode up on me and he was like, here, take my wheel. And I was like, dude, this is crazy, man, because last week I talked so much shit about this guy for giving his wheel to Keegan, and now you're offering me your wheel. And fortunately, and I say fortunately because I feel like my conscience wouldn't let me do this. Fortunately, his rotor was too big. Like, I run 140 rotors and he had 160 rotors, so it didn't fit. So I wasn't, so I didn't feel obligated to take his wheel. So anyway, his wheel didn't work.
Maybe that's why you hit that rock, dude. You couldn't slow down in time.
Yeah, probably, dude. Also, it turns out that like no one runs 140s for gravel. Everyone has 160s.
No one.
Bunch of thick boys.
Yeah. So then Joe Laverick came up and he had some tubes, and I tried putting his tubes in, but I think the carbon shards from my cracked rim were popping the tubes every time we tried to pump them up. So the tubes didn't work. So then I was like,
He carried multiple tubes.
he had like 3 tubes with him for some reason for a 50-mile race.
And you had 0.
I had 0. Yeah.
This is what you actually said this. This is why you don't carry tubes, because somebody else will stop and give you theirs. And perfect example of this working.
That's true. Yeah. And I didn't even have to wait that long.
That's so good.
Yeah. And so also all in the back of my head, I knew that I didn't have a drop race because I already didn't do Unbound. That being said, if you DNF a race, that still counts as a start. You just get 0 points for the day. So I could still finish the series if I DNF'd, but there's so many people that have dropped out at this point that I knew that there's like
Some
7 to 10 points on the line if I get to the finish line. And that could be the difference between me finishing in like, I was currently in 18th. That could be the difference between me finishing dead last and someplace higher than dead last. So I was like, I really want to make it to the finish line. So then I was like, okay, well, I think that there's no way that we're going to fix this flat tire. The rim is literally cracked. So that's when I decided to try to stuff grass in my tire. And that,
do you think you just didn't put enough grass in there?
And then what happened?
Could you put more grass in there?
Well, the thing about stuffing grass in the tire is that when you put a lot of grass in the tire, it gets really hard to get the tire back on because it's like putting a tire back on when there's already air in it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Think of that.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I mean, I stuffed some grass in there and then I tried to ride, and I think I rode for maybe 2 miles on that before all the grass clumped up in one section.
Oh.
And it was just
that
like,
makes sense.
So then I was like, okay, well, this is terrible. And so I was like, I think that I'll just try taking the tire off and riding on the rim. Like no tire, just rim. So I did that. So I did that.
Like a Trekkie.
Yeah.
At Leadville.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So I tried doing that, and that lasted for about a mile before my rim just imploded. And then I walked for almost 2 hours in road shoes. And then I got to the feed zone and I was begging people for wheels. And eventually this guy felt so bad for me that he gave me his wheel.
So wait, why did you walk instead of run?
We had already finished the race and you were still walking because the race was only 2 hours for us. And you had already raced 30 minutes. So we literally had already finished. And you were still not even to the halfway point, and you were walking. I can't even that's crazy. Like,
yeah. Why didn't I run? Because have you ever tried to run in road shoes, dude?
Yeah, that would suck more.
It's at least faster than walking.
I mean, I guess.
You take your cleats off, and then
you think if you had like ridden slower or left the tire on, that would
actually remember. I think. Ian Boswell did this. He took his shoes off, took the insoles out of his shoes, put them inside of his socks.
No, that's how he was able to run. Reinen.
Oh, Keel Reinen. Okay.
Yeah.
That was genius.
At Unbound.
At Unbound,
put the insoles, what did he
inside
do?
of his socks. So that way he had a little, what?
And then
he could run.
Running.
Yeah, because it was better than road shoes.
And he was just carrying his road shoes in his hands.
He probably had them attached to his pedals, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if you weren't so anti-farmer, you could have got a ride from one of the farmers.
I like how we're trying to figure out ways that DJ could have walked faster instead of figuring out how he could have fixed his bike.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't matter. I was going to get last place anyway. So
but you didn't. You weren't last.
Actually, I was. So Stefano was not in the race. I don't know why they put him in the results.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like,
never mind. You were last.
In the world.
I was
At first,
last.
they had him finishing like third place,
Second.
and you're like, I don't even think he was in the race. How would he have gotten second place?
I felt that when I saw your name on the results. This is accurate.
Yeah, Stefano was not in the race, so I got last place. Also, when I finally got a wheel in my bike, and also I want to give a shout out to the guy who gave me the wheel. His name is Brennan. I forgot his last name. Hold on.
Just a guy in the feed zone.
With Brendan Lawrence gave me a wheel. No, he was in the race, buddy. Yeah, he was in the race. Obviously, he was in the amateur race, but and then I asked the guy at the feed zone, like a lifetime official. I was like, okay, if I take a wheel from this amateur guy, am I going to get DQ'd because he's not in my race? And he's like, no, because it's in the feed zone. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, because you can take a wheel from anyone in the feed zone.
Loophole.
Why didn't you go find a wheel from somebody else in the feed zone? Because you just stopped at that. I guess that you were probably there.
140 rotors, dude.
Sounds like they were all turds.
It's like 1 in a million.
Yeah, but all the people there could have just swapped out the rotors.
Oh yeah, I did have to swap out the rotors with Brendan. Also, I gave my trashed wheel to this little kid, and I signed it. And then when I got back to the start finish, I showered. And I took Brendan's wheel off of my bike, and I got a brand new Duke wheel, and I gave them both to him. And I said, here, you deserve this wheel for giving me your wheel.
Just one wheel? What's he going to do with that?
Are you saying I should have given him a wheel set?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, probably.
What are either of you going to do with one wheel?
Because now he's going to have to.
Now you're going to have to meet up and hang out to ride the wheel set together. No, that's awesome, dude. I was pretty stoked when I saw that you signed the exploded wheel. I would personally rather have the exploded wheel than the brand new wheel.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say the kid came and found you and gave it back afterwards. Like, I don't want this. Thought about it in the drive back. Don't want it.
Yeah. Also, I did end up not getting last place by 1 point because I finished the race.
Sick.
So 20th place was last out of those who finished the Grand Prix this year. And I ended up getting 19th by 1 point because I made it to the finish line.
Worth it.
Finn Gullickson's probably questioning his life. Like,
this dude walked for 2 hours and still beat me.
With a broken leg beat me. Wow. Sorry, buddy.
It's awesome.
You seem like you were in pretty good spirits throughout the whole thing too. Like, you were kind of laughing, like when you were doing that. I mean, maybe it's not hard to not laugh when you're. Well, but it seemed like there were a few clips of people like videoing you either walking or riding or like riding with your rim, riding with a flat tire. We saw the clip of you stuffing grass. I don't know where all these clips came from. I guess amateurs.
Dude, people were just like pulling out their phones and being like, look at freaking this guy just walking down the road. What an idiot.
Every video I saw was like you were, and it seemed like you were smiling, which is like cool. I thought it stood out to me. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I mean,
granted, you had to smile the whole week before the race.
I know, dude. I was in a depression, a deep, dark depression. And then I think this flat tire cured me of that.
Really?
I don't know. I guess. I mean, I wasn't going to get a good result anyway. I was barely hanging on to the front group as it was. So it's not like I was giving up something.
Well, you could have been in the sprint with Drew.
Yeah, maybe.
I know. I told him after the race, if he hadn't flatted, that's one more spot I would have lost in the sprint.
So how did you guys react to, unless you want to talk about your feelings more, DJ?
Well, okay. The only
more feelings.
No.
Come on.
The only other thing I wanted to talk about was obviously I went on a huge rant about Eli last week. And look, I had a little bit of a change of heart this weekend, but not enough of a change of heart for me to go back on what Eli did. I still think that what Eli did is horrendous. That being said, what I will say is that if you're in the back of the race and you're just trying to make it to the finish, helping fellow riders out, obviously, I don't have any problem with that. Giving riders tubes, helping them with their wheels, your race is already over. I obviously have no problem with that. I think the specific situation with Eli that I want to clarify is that his race wasn't over. He was right where he should be. And him giving Keegan his wheel meant that he DNFs the race, which I don't think is cool.
It's also just giving support to the guy that wins everything already.
Yeah. So I also said that. I was like, look, Keegan, you could be like, oh man, like such a bummer that Keegan has such an unlucky day today. But you could also say Keegan's damn lucky to have the genetics that he was born with.
Yeah, I mean, he went 4 years without a mechanical in any race, seemingly. Like maybe a few here and there, but for him to have a struggle in Little Sugar was like unheard of, I think, over the lifespan of the Grand Prix so far.
Yeah, I think the only other time he had a mechanical, he still won.
Yeah, Leadville. Yeah,
and still broke the old course record.
So what was your guys' reaction when 25 minutes before the start you find out that you're doing 50 miles instead of 100?
Dude, I was so stoked. It meant I didn't have to watch the live feed for 5 hours and only 2 hours, dude. It was so sick.
I was happy just because I'm so unfit right now that I was like, great. You
knew it was going to be such good Iceman prep. You're like, yes.
It was
2 hours
good
of fitness
prep. Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Did you guys have any idea before 25 minutes before that could happen?
Yeah, they had emailed us the night before and said, they gave us a list of plans, like plan A stays the same, plan B, it gets shortened, plan C canceled. Oh, and then somewhere in there was like delayed an hour. Yeah.
What did you think of it, Dizzle?
I was a little bummed because inevitably, I always mispronounce that word.
Inevitably.
There's going to be weaker dudes who can make it 50 miles who wouldn't have made it 100 miles. And like some of those bums beat me in the sprint. So, yeah, I mean, I think
those guys beat me.
I think that I'm dead serious. Like 5 of the dudes that finished ahead of me, we had already dropped multiple times.
Let's see. Let me go through and you can say yay or nay. Alexi Vermeulen.
No, why are you starting from the top?
L'Esperance.
Why aren't you starting from the top?
Keegan Swenson, Cole Patton, Torbjorn Road.
Yeah, I dropped Toby on a climb. Like we dropped Toby on one of the climbs.
Simone Pelode, Kyan Olshove, Caleb Schwartz, Cameron Jones, Julian Gagne, Riley Amos, Griffin Easter, Matt Beard. Dude, I think you probably could have got 5th if it was a 100 miler.
I'm dead serious. Over the last climb, before the last climb, it was like 7 of us. We had dropped everybody on the last big paved climb, the one that Alexi got away from Colby on last year. It's like 3 miles from the finish. It was literally 7 of us. Obviously, there's 4 people up the road, but there was like only 7 of us left in a group of like 20 something.
And then you didn't pull.
And then everybody soft pedaled and all of those guys we dropped on that climb caught back up. I was like,
dude, a guy in t-shirt and baggies was with you on the final. That's how slow you were going.
Shut up.
Well, wait, I am curious though. Why do you think the shortened race allowed that dynamic to play out?
Well, are you saying
they sat up because they were so close to the finish that no one wanted to keep riding hard?
No. Adam. So the shortened race means that people don't have enough time to get tired.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
but then also have to do with the 3 mile, the climb from 3 miles to the finish. Though.
Because all the lifetime GP people were just looking at each other like nobody wanted to pull because all 4 of the guys that it was mainly just a race of those 4 guys that could have won the series: Toby, Simon, Cam, and Keegan, and they were all like marking each other. And so
I see. Okay.
So like those 4 guys were soft pedaling and I guess nobody else had the legs. Like I had just done a freaking max effort to not get dropped. So I didn't really want to attack. And if you do attack right there, they're probably going to catch you on the last climb and you're just going to get dusted in the sprint anyway. So it's like you didn't have, unless you thought you were strong enough to solo the last 3 miles, you could have attacked. But those 4 guys were what determined, like, if one of those guys goes with you or chases you down, the other 3
whole group's going.
Yeah, the whole group's going. So, like, it was kind of like you were just kind of stuck, you know?
The other
there
thing
wasn't
about
a good card.
The other thing about the 50-mile course is it was way easier both I think, both technically and elevation wise than the 100-mile course. Like, obviously it's easier because it's half the distance, but I think the terrain was easier too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because wasn't there supposed to be some new terrain in the back half of the course that you guys didn't end up making it to because it was only 50 miles?
Yeah, it was a totally different course. The 100-mile course and the 50-mile course were almost like totally different. The only thing that were similar was like the roll out of town and the roll back into town.
And the 100-mile course had some steep ass climbs that would have shaken things up for sure.
Like everyone was talking about that. People were changing their gearing and tire selection, and And wasn't there supposed to be like some more single track and stuff thrown in too?
We hit like the one little single track section that people were talking about. We still hit because that's on the way back into town. But then there was
half
like
the guys missed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. And then there was like
the only way that the road goes.
Yeah, I know. It's like a dead end road that you just.
No, well, the one that I saw, it was actually, I think I'm thinking of the women's race actually when they missed it. But it was like you had to pull off the road to go on this single track, or you could stay on the road and just do like a 90-degree corner. So the single track was actually like the hypotenuse of the corner.
Whoa.
It's a big
word.
word.
It here.
Yeah. But
I can't remember what
it was like half,
there was
half
like a
the
little
women
bit
split,
more
half the
like
women just went straight.
in the 100-mile, there was like maybe like a 2 or 3 mile stretch of like some back country. Like wasn't single track, but it definitely wasn't just like a gravel road. It was kind of like you were riding through some private property.
Gotcha.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. So we should talk about how Keegan Swenson got 4th place in the end.
Washed out.
Wow.
Dude, see, and I feel like the 50-mile, I feel like the way the series ended with Little Sugar and then the 50-mile Big Sugar totally just completely blew everything up.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I think for the better, like it made it way more exciting.
The series was basically decided by a bunch sprint.
Yeah. It was just like whoever, the order in which they won that sprint pretty much was the order. That
Drew just gets super loud, or is that me?
Yeah, Drew just got so much louder for some reason.
Because we couldn't hear him before. So,
my bad.
Yeah, I mean, it was like the drama, I feel like, that at least I've been waiting for in this series for like 3 years. Because normally Keegan's got it wrapped up and he just doesn't care. But now anybody in the top 6 could have won the race, won the series based on the 50-mile.
So they finally heard all of those complaint emails you've been sending in.
I'm TC and I want the series to be more exciting. Make something happen.
And so then
exactly.
Oh, wow. Powerful guy.
Yeah. I've got some clout now.
Yeah, dude. Tyler was actually the one that called in the climate change people to like literally change the climate the night before.
Yeah.
So that you guys would get shortened to the 50-miler.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. They send this device up into the sky and you can control the weather.
Why are you giving away Tyler's secrets?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He's probably got spray on shoes too.
But it was actually, I don't know how you guys felt, but like Cam, like all Keegan had to do was beat Cam Jones by 1 place and he could have won the overall.
Yeah, it was an exciting sprint because Keegan opened up. I was on Keegan's wheel and he started sprinting first. And then Cam Jones just freaking lit us up. I mean, he like
if you look at the photo,
close.
Yeah,
why would you pick the worst sprinter's wheel to be on?
I don't know. I don't know.
Are you saying Keegan's the worst sprinter? Hold on.
I think he's the worst sprinter.
In that group,
Better than me.
I would not put if you said here's the group.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't put my money on
finish,
him winning the sprint.
Who are you going to put your money on? Or who are you lining up
opening
behind?
up the sprint, so I'm like, all right, I'll just follow his wheel.
I don't think Keegan is the worst sprinter at all. I think Keegan's like he's not the best sprinter, but it's actually impressive that he can do something like go 5 hours 40 minutes at Leadville, which is a very steady all day effort at like tempo, and he can like win a sprint from a select group at Unbound. Or win a sprint from a select group at Schwamigan. Like he's so. But
he hasn't. When has he won a sprint at Schwamigan? He was lost the last 2 years.
No, he won.
He lost.
He won
last year.
Yeah,
out of a sprint.
No, I thought Alexi got the lead out from the moto last year.
Oh yeah,
that was 2023.
Yeah.
23, Alexi won from the moto. 24, Keegan won in a sprint of like 5 or 6 guys. And then this year, Alexi won.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Facts. Well,
yeah.
I don't know. I still wouldn't be lining up behind him in that group.
Say you did.
Personally.
I mean, it's kind of like easier said than done, right? You're like, oh, I wouldn't line up behind him, but it's like
just think about the story Drew gets to tell his grandkids on his deathbed about the one time that he got to be on Keegan Swenson's wheel going into the final sprint for what he thought was the win.
No.
I guess you would have thought it was for the podium.
Griffin and Julian were up the road.
Yeah,
I thought we were sprinting for third.
Yeah. But see, like, I feel like if it wasn't the 50-mile race, and you guys definitely agree because you already said this, like, there wouldn't have been 20 guys sprinting for that.
No way. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
There
were definitely, I mean, like 5 or 6 miles before we got to the sprint, like when it transitioned from gravel to pavement and everybody was like, okay, we're sprinting, and everybody started soft pedaling. A group of like 15 dudes caught us, and that's what made it like a 25 up sprint, because at that point it was only like a dozen people left in the front group.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I was ticked about that too, because they were like, Caleb Schwartz got 6th, which is a really good result, but he was like I think he was the main one leading the charge of those 15 dudes that caught back up to us. And it was good for him because he went from like in the second group outside the top 15, and he finished 6th, which is pretty.
He went
rad.
from like basically crashed out. I saw his wreck, dude. It was gnarly.
He had a gnarly race.
Where did he crash?
Some tight corner that everyone slammed on their brakes, and he just.
It was crazy. There were a lot of crashes because it was super bunched up for the first. Like the pace started out really high, but I guess once Matt and those guys got a gap, the pace slowed down a bit, and it was super bunched up through a lot, like the first 10 miles or so. So there were like quite a few crashes.
Payson said he hit a photographer.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Like got off his bike and like punched somebody, or like
so pissed.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did Payson finish?
Yeah.
I think he was in that big. He was right at the back of that big sprint group.
Okay. He was in the group. Yeah. Do you want to say anything about the women's race?
The women's race was pretty exciting too.
I was confused at why LDC was leading out the entire group to just let Sophia ride away, but that's just tactics, I guess. So
the last climb looked pretty agonizing because it was Sophia and Lauren Stevens, and they were basically like there was enough of a Sophia had enough of a gap that Lauren Stevens wasn't really getting much of a draft. So it was basically the two of them doing, I don't know,
sprinting.
A 3-minute time trial to the finish line. One behind the other.
But they were really, really close.
I mean, they were within 10 seconds. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Rough.
Yeah.
That would
also,
be
I don't know why I didn't recognize this until now, but Sophia has these earrings that are just knives. Like she wears these knife earrings.
Dude, did you not listen to?
She talked about it on the Bonk Babes.
What'd she say about it?
She said she was going to wear her savage knife earrings.
She wears those. She says when she's feeling like extra confident, and she's like, it's like she's sending a message of like, I'm here to kill. I'm about to light it up.
You better watch out. Yeah.
Well,
which she said, like, rightfully so. She'd already locked up the series, so she had nothing to lose. Like, why wouldn't she just go out swinging? You know?
Yeah.
If that's
which I thought was kind of cool because she could have very easily just thrown in and sat in the pack and not really cared.
She's done that before, right? Like,
I know. I thought it was pretty savage that she did the opposite.
That's what she did like 2 years ago at Big Sugar when she had it locked up. She like raced for half the race and then she just kind of rode it in. Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty exciting. One thing that I messaged Tyler about, watching it real time, it would have been really cool if they had live overall updates. So like when everyone finished, like across the finish line, no one knew who was finishing where on the leaderboard for the overall. And it would have been really cool. And I thought it would have made it even more exciting to watch. Cause like, if you don't know, like I kept looking at the overall leaderboard to try and figure out like what was going on. But if you don't know that, like you don't appreciate the race within the race.
Yep.
And kind of like Drew was saying, like it totally changed the dynamic of the entire race. And it makes it make way more sense when you're watching it. Cause you're like, why is this group of 7 guys sitting up right now? Like, why are they not fighting each other? Or trying to stay away from this other group? But it's like, they're just focused on each other. And I think it would have been cool to have some kind of virtual leaderboard. So that way, like as they're crossing the line or even like throughout the race, you kind of know like, okay, these are where the players are at. Cause yeah, it was like knowing that in the back of my head, I was like, oh, this is actually like really exciting right now.
Well, then we texted for like an hour afterwards trying to figure out with screenshots and everything who had actually won the overall. And we were like having to do the math, which is like, I mean, it's super cool that and I think that's probably one benefit of doing the 50 miler is one, it created all the engagement like we were saying, but also it like meant that the live stream was more palatable, you know, like, yeah, again, who's going to sit down and watch a 6-hour Big Sugar race or 5-hour Big Sugar race? But you can sit down and, I mean, you can go on YouTube and watch the whole race in 2.5 to 3 hours, like pretty easy. But it would be cool to have something like they do in the FedEx Cup or in Formula One, where you can just see like where people are on the track or like within the overall, and understand the dynamics there, like you're saying, Adam.
Yeah, because when the men finished, I was like, did Keegan still keep the overall or did he finish second? And then it was like an hour later when someone finally said, no, he was actually 4th in the overall. Like I had no idea that he slipped that far down the leaderboard.
4th is crazy. 4th is so crazy. To
go from like, no one thinks they're ever going to top Keegan in this series. And then homie finishes 4th. Like,
I know. It's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't be having this conversation if he didn't have so many flats last week at Little Sugar, right?
No, but people have said for since the beginning of the series that like the series is about consistency. Like you just can't have those bad days. And like, unfortunately, I mean, a bad day includes mechanicals, right?
Yeah, Keegan won 2 of the races and Simon and Toby, neither one of them will have won any.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they both finished ahead of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you all think about Trek working as a team? No, I'm saying like all the Trek riders, Riley included, were riding for Toby to get on the overall podium, because I can't remember what he was before the final race, but he was like
4th.
Okay, he was 4th.
He was tied for 4th or something like that, maybe. I
mean, are we going to start seeing more teams coming into like not just 2-person teams the way it is, but like actual teamwork? Because it benefited Toby to just have somebody up there covering moves and like pulling things back together.
Yeah, I've heard that Trek is like the Trek driftless team's gonna maybe be more riders next year.
Mm-hmm.
Lunchbox is gonna be bigger as well.
Dang, we're all shaking in our boots, dude.
I know. Whoa. I'm gonna say this, and people
you're gonna have 2 people in a race instead of just one of you.
Are you gonna tell us who's joining, or is that top secret
it's not
information
official yet? But we're expanding.
Oh, I sent my letter back to you. I signed the contract you sent me.
4 guys in the elite Lunchbox team. Because now we have to differentiate from the elite.
Are you guys still going to be a domestic team, or is there going to be some international presence?
Can't say.
Is it
like, we're not going to race national not
the roster.
Is it too late to send you my resume?
Can I apply?
You think?
Oh, you want to be?
I think it was too late once you stuffed grass in your tires.
You think 19th in the series is going to get you a spot on the Lunchbox elite team?
It conflicts with the Good Life meat sponsorship or whatever.
Yeah, dude. If you weren't a vegan, dude, you could have like stuffed some chicken wings in there. That probably would have held up.
Yeah, dude. There are a lot of chicken farms out there.
I mean, you could have had me on Felt United, but you guys missed out on that.
How could
you guys missed out on that?
Felt United is not my team. I don't make decisions.
I mean,
you might have gotten a wheel in that case.
The way that I've been racing, I think I could justify a spot me being on that team.
Yeah, justify it. You don't have to justify it to me though. I don't make decisions, man.
I don't want to be on that team. Just for the record.
Okay.
Just want everybody to know that I could be. You know what was funny or interesting was at the rave after the race, I had maybe from the finish of the race and the rave, I had like so many of the top guys. Not Keegan, obviously, he doesn't talk to anybody, but like L'Esperance came up to me. L'Esperance and Kobe Freeburn. And Braden Lang all came up to me and were like, I don't know if their exact words were like, wow, we're so proud of you. But like, that's how it felt. Like they were like genuinely like stoked for me having a good race. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, why do you guys like me? I like, it was weird. It was like,
You're not used to people.
I'm used to like the people not liking me.
Yeah. You're not used to people liking you, Drew.
Even Cole Patton was like, dude, you had a great race today. Like, is it because they're so used to me not having a great race that then they saw me have a great race and they're like, whoa.
It's true. It's called being nice. You could try it sometime.
I know. It's just like my mind was blown. I'm like, these guys are so nice. Like, dang. Like, especially L'Esperance. I mean, like, L'Esperance was like genuinely happy that I was racing well.
Did they think you were Kai and Oshov?
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is. He had a good race too, didn't he? He beat me, didn't he?
He finished pretty far up there on Schromget too.
Who is that guy?
He's
a Traverse
Michigander.
Yeah, Michigan. Wow. He's got a good sprint though.
Oh,
he sprinted well at.
Is he going to be at Iceman?
Oh yeah, dude.
Probably.
Oh, dang.
Probably win the sprint at Iceman.
That's not good.
Anything else?
Dizzle did dance at the gravel rave.
He did?
Yeah.
Well, I went to go say goodbye to PETA because PETA's going back to Australia.
Yeah,
and she was
PETA,
like,
not me.
And PETA was like, just dance one dance. And I'm like, okay. And so I pulled together all the confidence.
That was not a very good Australian accent there.
I don't think I was trying to do an Australian accent.
All right.
And so I bobbed my head for a song and then
that's my head.
Gave her a hug and then I left. So
look at you guys. Just a week of growth for both of you.
Me and
Dylan smiled.
In the
Dylan dressed up even?
Dylan got dressed up to have fun.
Did you buy that outfit or did PETA buy it for you?
Oh, come on.
PETA spent like $600 on outfits.
Really?
For the rave. Yeah.
Damn.
Obviously, mine was included in that, and other people's were included in that. Yeah,
crazy.
I know.
How was PETA's race? I don't even think I asked her how her race went because I know her wrist was bothering her. But
yeah, she was with the front group, and then late into the race, she got a flat, which she fixed, and then she finished with the second group and won the sprint in the second group to get 23rd.
Dude, what a keeper. She was at the finish. She was at the finish line waiting for you to finish.
Yeah, okay. So also
what a keeper.
I could have been halfway back to North Carolina.
Like,
also,
they had probably already packed up the finish line. Like the guy keeping track of the finishers was gone. And PETA was there to cheer you on and give you a hug at the finish. The rain.
That's very true. Also, one of her friends passed me when I was walking and she had a phone and she's like, do you need me to call PETA? And I was like, just text her that I'd need a wheel in the aid station. Like tell her to bring a wheel to the aid station so I can finish this race. And she's like, okay. And she texted PETA, bring a wheel to Dylan at the aid station. And so then I got to the aid station and PETA was there with no wheel. And she's like, oh yeah, like hop in the car. And I'm like, no, I'm not hopping in the car. You didn't bring me a wheel.
Whoa.
I was much more calm about it. I was like, because this guy was already going to give me a wheel. I was.
So she thought she was doing you a favor by like coming to give you a ride.
Yeah, she was like, just hop in the car. And I was like, I walked for 2 hours to not hop in a car right now. Like, you know how many, there was like 7 cars that passed me and they're like, you need a ride, bud? And I'm like, nope.
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your determination is unreal.
Yeah. Also, a lot of people offered me help. Like one guy was like, Dylan, take my bike. And I'm like, no, that's against the rules. I can't do that.
Oh, really? You can't take another bike? You can just take components off their bike?
Yeah, that's it. You have to finish on the same frame that you started on.
Okay.
Yeah. And like, I mean, nearly every other person that passed me was like,
you could have ridden
you need help?
You could have ridden his bike all the way up to the finish and then swapped back to yours. You would have finished on yours.
Mm. Yeah. Well, didn't think of that.
Nah, you're good. You followed the rules. That's good.
Yeah.
What about this? Can you give us a tour of your new studio, Adam? I want to see this thing. All I see is the ladder in the background. You got a cedar.
It's not really done. It's not done
that
yet.
a cedar pine ceiling?
It's pine. Yeah, we got the pine ceiling. Went for pine because it was. We wanted it to be as light as possible. How do you?
Yes.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, dang. Oh, wow. You got all the windows. There's your house.
It's not quite done yet.
Dang. You got a couple extra lights you got to put up.
Still got room for a simulator.
Dude, it looks literally so much like the one that I built, like in the backyard of my other house. Like I did the exact same thing. No wall, no windows on the back wall, but windows on all of the other walls.
Yep.
Dude, what a baller.
Yeah. So like I'm going to have 2 like work benches here.
Mm-hmm. Like then, workshop workbenches.
Yeah. And then I'll do like a big storage rack over there. And then where I'm at right now is going to be like my office desk, like computer desk.
Sick.
Yep.
Dang, you're inspiring.
So I got to put the flooring in still. I got to finish a little bit of like trim work.
Do the clicking. What do you call that? Like, what do you call it? Hovering floor or
floating floors?
Floating floor.
Yeah. Just like vinyl.
Yeah.
Flooring. Yep.
Sick.
All right. Yeah. That was Home Improvement Corner.
You're inspiring me to do some DIY, man. I want to build something now. You got that like off-season DIY spirit going.
Don't you have videos to make in the off-season?
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely not taking my off-season right now, but it definitely feels like the off-season.
You gonna win Iceman?
Dude, I have renewed confidence. I don't know if it's renewed if I never had it before. I have newfound confidence. Like I thought I was just going to Iceman to have fun and compete, and now I think I'm going to win.
Wow!
Like there's been a mindset shift to
mind shit.
I want to win Iceman. I want to win Iceman, and I want to win BWR Mexico. That'd be sick.
You know, BWR Mexico, it's just going to be like a Grand Fondo anyway. But
and I think I have a shot at both. Like I should be in the mix for both, I think.
Well, the Grand Fondo we can forget about. The Iceman is
Ian Boswell's racing. Ian Boswell was in the top 10 of Unbound this year. Yeah. Not an easy guy to beat.
Mm-hmm. He's probably ridden his bike a total of
I know. That's what I'm
20 hours in the last since Unbound.
I'm definitely banking on that, but his genetics are so much better than mine that I'm still not counting him out.
Are you still going to say that his VO2 is so much higher than yours after you actually tested your VO2 and it turns out it's high?
Well, he was World Tour, so
you know what?
Yeah, I am actually.
You know what I think really
just
turned
because
things
mine's
around
high doesn't mean that other people's aren't higher.
So you know what I really think turned things around for you, man, is that you went all last year thinking that your VO2 was low, and it was just messing you up mentally. You're like, dang, I have a low VO2. I'm never going to amount to anything. And you just every race, you're like, all these guys with higher VO2s are just dropping me right now, and you just accepted it. Now you know you have a high VO2 and you're like, dude, I'm so genetically superior to all these suckers.
High-ish, because I still think they all have higher VO2s than I do. I'm just not, there's just not as big of a gap as I thought there was.
Maybe.
Now, I think it was, I I mean, I think it's a lot of things, but we're not going to go into that. Whatever. We don't have to talk about my confidence.
Jesus,
love talking
for like 5 minutes. You're still talking about Drew's confidence.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's move on.
Love talking about your confidence.
This is getting weird.
Drew, I will say I was excited for you after this last weekend because I think you even expressed that you found like your confidence was boosted halfway through the race.
In what race?
Big Sugar. You said you got to like the 25-mile mark and you realized like, oh, wow, I'm still here and we're already over halfway done. Which I think was like going into the race. I don't think you had that level of confidence of like, I'm going to be here.
At Big Sugar?
I'm in it till the end. Yeah.
No. I went into Big Sugar thinking I was going to get top 10.
Did you?
Yeah.
He says in hindsight.
No, I'm dead serious. Like, I knew I had pretty good legs after Little Sugar, and I knew that my back wasn't going to get jacked in Big Sugar. So, like, I was racing for it. I think I would win into Big Sugar thinking top 10 was realistic.
Okay.
But that itself is new. I've never gone into a lifetime race thinking I could get a top 10 or that I'd even be close to a top 10.
Yeah.
And like, I was pretty darn close to actually achieving that. Like, I did everything that like as far as doing all the things I needed to do, I mean, yeah, it could have been like it was there.
So Drew, did you went to a lot of the lifetime events this year? Did you keep track of where you would have placed in the overall?
Bad.
What?
I got like
19?
60 something at Sea Otter.
But how many of the lifetime?
I mean, I got better throughout. I got way better. I don't know if I got better throughout the season or everybody else. I have a theory that everybody else just got way worse because I don't think I'm crazy. I don't think I'm
how
super
fit people. It is crazy how fit people are for Sea Otter. Sea Otter is like mind blowing.
Like
people are so fit for Sea Otter. It's mind blowing. Sea Otter is such an anomaly to me because every single year I feel like I'm flying and I'm like, dude, this is my chance. I'm gonna get a top 10 this time, and then I freaking get my doors blown off at Sea Otter.
And then everybody's smoked at Big Sugar, and all you have to do is like sustain. Like I probably got a little fitter throughout the year, but like I just think I sustained the season better than everybody else. Not everybody else, but.
So with that said, do we want to talk about the Lifetime Grand Prix overall, like as a series overall, or do we want to save that for later?
Let's save it for another episode. We got a whole off season of nothing to talk about but cross. So
what are you talking about, dude? We got cyclocross to talk about. You guys watch Route of Florida?
No,
absolutely not.
It was a good race. It was a good race.
Mark this moment like you're talking to see how many people stopped listening at minute 54.
Yeah.
Was that a World Cup?
No. The World Cup doesn't start until November.
You said that last time.
Oh, but they didn't make it like a full season
super
thing?
prestige. No, it's narrowed down basically.
They went back to the old school, shorter.
November through January, pretty much.
I like that.
But it was the first round of the super prestige. So all
is
the hitters were out.
Van der Poel going to race any races?
Probably. He's probably going to make a couple, 100,000 euros just to show up and then
win worlds
on everybody and leave
10th time or whatever it is.
Yeah,
it'd be 9th time.
It'd be 8th. His 8th time. He'd have the record all time if he does worlds and wins this year.
The fact that the same person can win a world championship 7 or 8 times tells you how weak the field is for cyclocross. That's never going to happen on the road. That's never
same thing for cross country mountain biking, dude. Like when Nino won all those world titles.
Weak the field is.
Chumps.
Well, I mean, Tade can basically do that. So
you think he could?
Dude, so many chumps in the world tour too.
Way. Del Toro's taking it from him in the next 2 years.
That's because Tade will have won everything, and then he's just going to quit because he's so bored.
Yeah, there is this thing called the arrival fallacy. It's one of my favorite things to talk about in athletic psychology.
I thought your favorite thing to talk about was your confidence.
Well, he's getting there. Yeah,
I did make a whole YouTube video about confidence like 2 years ago, and it tanked. Nobody watched it.
Yeah,
because they knew it was bogus, dude, coming from you.
Yeah, they were like, this guy with no confidence is talking about confidence.
Yeah. What was I saying? I made a whole video about what?
The arrival fallacy.
Yeah,
you were
the
talking
arrival
about.
fallacy. It's this misconception that when you do finally accomplish the big goal that you've been working towards, you actually hit most often after you do something like that, you go through a state of depression or questioning or crisis because you actually did do the thing that you set out to do. And it just goes to show that the joy is not in the success, it's in the process to that success. And when you accept that, then you will, I think, gain even more joy out of the process. Because then you realize, oh, I'm not just doing all these workouts and all of this effort and training to win a race. I'm doing it because it's actually better for me. For my
all about the friends you make along the way.
Those are wise words. You should
the
put that
joy
on
is in the process.
Put that on a t-shirt or a tattoo.
Yeah. That'd be a good tattoo.
You know what else? Life is a highway.
Also a good t-shirt. So yeah, I mean, Jeremy asked this question. We kind of alluded to it earlier. But do we think that are we going to see the rise of teams next year in the Grand Prix? Are Felt United going to actually ride like a team next year in the Grand Prix?
Probably not.
Okay, cool. You guys are just going to bicker the whole time? Nice.
Yeah.
If they're in the Grand Prix. We don't even know how many people they're going to take for the Grand Prix. It might only be 15 people.
So on the team note, I was talking with a couple of people about the Grand Prix, and they were basically saying like the Grand Prix should be opened up. We've probably said something similar to this before, sort of like the Gravel Earth Series is, where if you just compete in the elite field, like you're in, and then if you keep showing up, then at least like you have an opportunity to win, but still pay the top 10 or 15 or whatever. But it was just, I think maybe if you opened it up, would you open it up to more teams? Would you put a focus on teams? Like if you have teammates, I don't know. It's interesting to think about how they could change the series to just allow for a little more parity instead of winning.
I heard somebody suggest that, everybody always loves to compare themselves to Formula One. Like the Formula One comparisons will never stop. But you know how Formula One, there's 10 teams, 20 drivers, 2 drivers on each team. Mm-hmm. Somebody suggested the same thing for the Grand Prix. There's teams of 2 or 3. And in order to make it into the Grand Prix, you have to be on one of these, quote, Grand Prix teams.
And then you would not compete in the Grand Prix anymore because you would be forced to ride with somebody else.
Well, not necessarily, right? I mean, like it's not like Formula One. They are always out there helping each other, right?
True. In fact, a lot of times they're racing their teammate to beat their teammate.
Yeah. I don't remember how it works. When they get their pole position, is it the team's pole position or is it the individual's pole position?
Individual's pole position.
Okay, so they can't flip flop.
Qualification. No.
Okay, so there's 2 championships, right? There's the constructors and the
drivers.
Constructors and drivers, right? So they could have the same thing for the Grand Prix, right? They could be like, here's the team overall and here's the individual overall.
Mm-hmm.
So who would be the Movistar or the UAE Emirates bragging about the team overall, but finishing like way off the back?
I don't know what team did the best this year. If we think about just teams
in cycling,
Giant
in the Grand Prix,
Giant or Trek?
Probably
no,
Giant.
Probably Giant, right?
Yeah, probably Giant. And then if you include Melissa, like
is
Melissa
Giant, what, Cole Patton and Trekkie?
Yep. Yeah, and then if you include Melissa, it's Liv too, so that'd be 3rd place for her.
Is Cam on Giant or no? Cam's not on Giant.
Scott. Cam's on Scott.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, what about him? He's not here. Gotcha.
I think if you include Liv Giant, I think they did the best out of any of the teams.
Yeah.
It'd be an interesting concept. Would you get paid to ride riders?
You got Matt Beers and Sophia. You just don't. You just don't have a good second to who would be second to Matt Beers.
Yeah. Why did I forget that Matt Beers and Sophia are both on Specialized? That is
Matt Beers is like the.
But are we talking about cross genders now? Like, does it span both fields?
Yeah, I don't know if it. Yeah, I mean, they could span at both fields. They could not. I don't know.
It'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Did you talk to Chemo at the after party? Is he going to let you back in?
I tried really hard.
We didn't talk about that. We talked about like optimizing the YouTube channel. I was like, I think you guys could do your thumbnails and titles a little better. And he's like, yeah, we'll talk to you about that.
Oh, they're going to keep you around just on
listen,
just on the YouTube team.
They pay Payson to do a recap podcast.
Yeah. I think, probably next year they're going to be like, look, Dylan, you're not making it back in, but if you want a job as our YouTube guy, that's your consolation prize for getting connected.
Yeah. Bonk Bros is taking a cut for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be kind of fun. It'd be kind of interesting to see like who would be the Lance Stroll in the Grand Prix if it was teams.
The what?
Who would be on the team because they put enough money into the team to be on a team?
Tobin.
Dude, he's the leader of the hit squad. What are you talking about?
Oh man, he was out the back early. I think his only job was to keep Keegan at the front through the neutral. Because it wasn't long after the neutral that I saw Tobin. I'm like, oh dang.
Tobin and I were both dangling off the back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oof. He puts a he always finishes like he'll have a really strong season. Like he had a really good Sea Otter, I think, and a really good few other races. Probably he was up there in Schwamigan, I think, wasn't he? It's crazy how quick it's just crazy how quick he loses fitness by the end of the season. You're like, dang. Every year at Big Sugar, he's out the back less than an hour in. You're like, dang, man.
I mean, dude, from the Spirit Tour to Big Sugar is like 11 months.
That's so long, yeah.
It's the whole year.
I think people don't take a big enough mid-season break. I took a really big mid-season break. 9 days, dude. You're just off the bike
at the lake, freaking drinking White Claws with me.
9 days, totally off the bike. Like,
bro, I was at the lake because my leg was broken. You were at the lake because I don't know. You're just too lazy.
Yeah, I was too lazy.
Get off your ass and start trading.
It worked out though. Like, I think too many people just try to get back to training too quickly after Unbound.
Yeah, I don't think,
or whatever their middle of their season is.
Yeah.
Do you guys think would you want to see this? And I don't know. Maybe this is too much of the lifetime Grand Prix talk. We said we'll save it. We'll save it, I guess.
Dude, we got a whole off season to talk about lifetime Grand Prix. So
yeah.
Well, you want to get to this bonker ballin' segment that people love so much?
Oh no!
Do you want to do that first, or do you want to do listener questions?
We should just skip. Yeah, we should do every other week. It's getting old. Let's do listener questions.
Let's do some listener questions.
Let's do
first.
every other week. Listener questions, bonker ballin'.
Troy will get to yours next week.
Who?
Troy.
Who's
from
Troy?
The Patreon listener question.
Oh, we'll see.
A pretty sick bike.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
Man, I even put the freaking Word document together and everything.
Just put it as a screensaver on your computer.
Hey, that's a good idea, Dizzle. Yeah. Thanks. I was on one today, dude. This is like the most entertaining you've been in a podcast for a while.
He's just so jazzed with this confidence he has.
I know.
So much confidence.
Sky
Do you want to say anything to the people of Michigan? Do you want to insult the people of Michigan before you go see them in a couple weeks? I'm just kidding. Sorry.
You mean how they all think their state's cooler than it actually is? Is that what you mean?
Okay. All right. Well,
my wife's from Michigan, and it is a pretty cool state.
Did you finally learn what a linkage was too?
Me?
Yeah.
Why would I need to know what that is?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not taking any of that to Iceman with me.
True. All right.
You're not taking your linkage to Iceman?
Nah.
You're going to ride your gravel bike?
I'm running the Segla with the Burts, the 235 Burts.
With the fork or no fork?
With the fork for sure. I'm going to put water bars on, and I'm going to put those 235s on. I got it all set up. I'm about to do it right now.
Dylan, are you going to put your drop bars back on?
I was wondering when this conversation was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm coming to Iceman.
What?
That's not true.
Yeah.
You have to go.
You have to.
What if Bonk Bros pays for your flight to go?
Bonk Bros already is paying for the flight to go.
I mean,
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
you
get
guys
the
are
memo.
driving.
You're driving. Bonk Bros is paying for your gas.
I totally forgot that you told me a week ago that you were going to have all the Iceman swag shipped to my house. And so Andy was like, we got a package. And it's a giant box. And I'm like, sick. And it says Adam Saban, but it has my address. And I'm like, uh-oh. And I open it up and it's all these like tires and t-shirts and like BTD swag. And I'm like, they must have sent Adam. Because you were also just talking about how you were going to order some wheel tires last week. I'm like, they accidentally got the addresses wrong. I'm like, I thought about not telling you and just keeping the box, but then I realized, this is all for Iceman, and I need to bring this to Iceman with me. I did. I am wearing one of the shirts. Look how sick this shirt is. It says Bike Tires Direct.
Dude, nice.
That shirt is sick.
That is sweet.
So if you're upset because you didn't get any swag at Iceman, it's because I took some of the swag from Iceman.
Or if you get a t-shirt at Iceman and it smells like armpits.
That's it too. It's because it was pre-worn by Dizzle.
Dude, Dylan, what do you mean you're not coming to Iceman?
Well, I think my race season's over.
You can just come to Vibe, dude. I need a hand up.
I guess.
You should.
I mean,
That's what Scott's doing.
You know,
That's basically what Tyler and I are doing.
Is Scott
Is
actually
Scott
coming?
At the back of the...
There's no way Scott's coming.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he already booked his flight.
Holy shit.
I bet he still doesn't come. I don't care.
All right, maybe I'll book a flight.
Yeah. Call Scott, get the car details, and book a flight.
You know how you get Dylan to come? Get Peter to come.
Dude, but I will say, Dylan, if you come to Iceman and you don't bring a drop bar mountain bike, dude, everyone's going to be so pissed at you.
I probably won't bring a bike at all.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you fly, don't bring a bike.
I don't think I
Honestly,
will.
I might be a little jelly because I'm signed up for the race, but if you guys are just going to hang out,
what?
I might not bring my bike either.
You guys can't leave me to be the only one that races the race.
I'm racing, but I have to wait.
Scott racing the race?
I just have to wait for my USAC license to get upgraded from amateur to pro.
Why?
Why?
Because it says on the registration, you can't do the pro race unless your USAC license says you're a pro. And so I've tried to upgrade through USAC. And it just so happens that they're freaking updating their entire portal this week. So I'm like just sitting here waiting for them to upgrade my license.
That might be a problem for me.
I don't even know why it says amateur. I'm not an amateur. It was pro before, but for some reason I got demoted.
Sucks, man.
How long has it been since you had a USAC license?
I've had one every year, but this year I just didn't auto renew it. So I didn't actually get it. It was expired for 9 months until.
Yeah, that's happened to me before. It just if you let it lapse, it just resets everything.
Not everything, just mountain biking. Everything else on there was fine. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know. I don't really look at anything else.
I'll probably just Photoshop it to say pro so that I can still race.
Just ask ChatGPT to do it.
At this point, I need to register for the race.
Why are they even looking at USA Cycling? Give it the times, Iceman. No one cares about USA Cycling anymore. USA Cycling is irrelevant. We're in the brand new age of not.
I do think
about USA
they don't want anyone to just be able to sign up for the pro field.
Well, they should do what Lifetime does, and you just
arbitrarily let who you want in.
Send in your Afflex, and then they're like,
That's so much work, though. If your license says pro, that's way easier to just look at that.
Okay.
So under justification, do I just put I signed up for Iceman? So can you just make mine a pro license now?
Oh, you're trying to upgrade your USAC right now?
No, I bought the license, but I didn't know that you had to had to say pro on it.
Cat 1 or pro.
You know what I would do?
Yeah, you could probably get Cat 1.
You know what I would do, Dizzle, is just sign up for the pro race. What are they going to do?
I'm going to do that right after here.
Yeah.
And if they question it, I'm going to say, bro, do you know who I am? Do you
Send them your YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah. I was 14th at Big Sugar.
Andrew Desperance told me I had a good race. Okay.
Do you know who he is? Come on.
Okay, so Dylan.
What about well, hold on. What about Dylan going on another podcast?
87
podcast that
podcasts?
shall not be spoken of. Did he
You want
pay
the
you to
Train
do
of Road
that?
podcast?
Hopefully you at least got paid to do
Are you
that.
talking about Payson?
Yeah. Wait, did you go on Trainer Road too? They would never invite you on that podcast. That'd be the end of the world if they invited you. The apocalypse is happening.
I didn't
Trainer
go on
Road
Trainer
invites
Road. I went on
Dylan onto their.
Yeah. I went on Payson's podcast.
Wow.
Last week?
Yeah, it was
I
like
think it
the
was
day before
uploaded
Little
last
Sugar.
week. Yeah.
Is it out?
Yeah.
I haven't heard it yet.
Clearly, we listened to it.
Yeah.
And we're all very proud of you for
I'll check
whatever
it
you
out.
said on there.
Yeah.
I
Go
wanted
give it a
to, but-
listen.
We were driving and Trey didn't want to. Although we did listen to the L'Esperance one with Payson. I hadn't listened to a Payson podcast in a long time. And it probably will be a long time till I listen to the next one. I'm just kidding. I'm going to listen to the Dylan one. He does this weird thing where he monologues for like half the episode.
That's called ad reads, dude.
Yeah, I know. But it's half the episode where he just is it's just him talking.
You
People
know that
send in like hate mail when I do the ad read for like 3 minutes in the beginning.
Adam
Payson's like
monologues
30
for half
minutes.
the episode too.
Yeah.
That's what people say, but it's literally like less than 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to keep the lights on, guys. Have some
Exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Dylan's going to have to start working for Lifetime and say nice things about them and their YouTube.
Yeah.
So,
I think we should try to get Lifetime to pay us. I mean, we basically do a better job at what Payson's doing when we talk about the Lifetime recap, and they're paying Payson to do it.
Our recaps are horrendous. Does anybody?
But
okay,
it probably gets more listens.
What I want to know right now from a loyal listener is if you didn't actually tune in to Big Sugar and you've listened this far, we're an hour and 13 minutes in. Do you know what happened in Big Sugar? Do you know who won the race?
I was going to say, we never even talked about who won the race.
We didn't say who won the race. We did for the women's. It's not for the men's. We totally did.
Exactly. Do you know anything that happened other than the fact that Drew was off the front and I put grass in my tire?
But this isn't our Lifetime. This isn't the episode. We're going to do it in another episode. We said.
Well, not for Big Sugar though. This is the Big Sugar episode.
Call it though. I called who was going to win, and then Tyler was like, "Oh, he's got stitches," and I'm like.
I just stated a fact that he had stitches in his knee.
Who cares about some stitches? Bro's gonna still light it up.
Do you guys? This is an actual question. Do you guys know what happened to Riley Amos? Did he
just got dropped from?
Yeah, he just.
Oh, he did. Okay, he didn't flat or anything.
He's one of the guys where if it was 100 miles, out the back.
He said he did his best 60-minute and 90-minute power, basically just holding Matt Beer's wheel.
I believe it.
Didn't Matt average 405 watts?
Yeah. 440 normalized.
100
That's
watts.
ridiculous.
100 watts. A 440 normalized?
Yeah.
That's 120 more watts than me. That's insane.
Cam Jones was over 400 normalized too.
What?
Yeah.
And he only beat me by like 5 seconds.
Yeah, dude.
That's
What's he doing wrong?
And he beat you by 5 seconds in a sprint?
Yeah, that is a lot, but still only 5 seconds.
Dude, but I think it would have been interesting to see if Matt Wilson could have held on.
He was looking good. He got dropped.
Yeah.
No, dude, he flatted out.
Oh, sorry, Matt
he had
Wilson.
a front
sorry,
flat.
Matt Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was looking good.
Okay. All right. Fair.
But
did he
Matt
hang
Beers.
on to Matt? Like he was with Matt when he flatted?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering about Riley, because I thought Riley looked like he was doing okay. Although they were chirping him quite a bit because he wasn't pulling. But
I mean, the dude only races an hour and a half. Like,
and that's about as far as he made it.
Yeah,
it was only
that's
a
what I mean.
2 hour and a 13-minute race. That's only 43 minutes than he's used to going.
That's 50% more than he's used to going.
I mean, I guess it's not that much longer than what he's used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Have we beat that horse?
Yeah.
Probably.
All right.
We beat it, dude.
All right. Dylan wants to know, what are your thoughts on the Gravel Burn stage race? 7 days across South Africa, put on by the same organizers as Cape Epic.
I'm assuming that they're paying all these pros to go over and do it. And I want to know why I am not on that list. Why aren't they paying me to come over? Because I'm actually going to I would make a YouTube video from that content, which would help.
They tried to pay Dylan to go.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's the only reason all these people are going to that race.
Dylan said he wasn't going because he had to train for Iceman, and now he's not even doing that.
True.
But yeah, it is going to be quite the turnout.
I have heard people say that this is going to be the next Cape Epic. It's going to be the gravel version of Cape Epic in a couple years.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to make it.
Yeah.
What's the format? Is it teams or no? It's just 7-day stage race.
I think it's just single riders.
I think it's
not
solo.
teams.
Yeah.
But it's GC. There's going to be an overall winner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's 7 days. How long? Do we know how long the days are? Like the range? Are they long gravel days every day? Or are they
think crazy
shorter?
long. 800 Ks for the whole race. So,
okay.
So not that long.
An average of less than 100 miles a day.
So probably 70 miles a day or something like that. I'm sure there's like a queen stage and stuff, but
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
nothing super crazy.
Okay. And it's in South Africa?
Yep. Tom Pidcock's going to be there.
Oh,
No way.
Yeah, they're definitely paying people to go.
Yeah.
Let me see this. I don't know anything about it other than Melissa's doing it. So
Braden Lang, I think, is going.
Oh, dude, they've got a start list, dude.
what?
Yeah,
Wow,
2025
they're legit.
riders start list.
Oh my
Dang.
gosh.
They must have heard
That's
all of Tyler's
incredible.
angry emails as well, and now they're responding.
Lockie's going to be there. Tom Pidcock, Andreas Seawald, Matt Beers, Lucas Baum, Ivar Slick, Chad Haga, Pete Stetna, Simon Pelot, Matt Stevens, Braden Lang, Payson, Mattia DeMarchi, Cam Worf, dude. Oh, man. Hugo
Wasn't even
Draco,
at Big Sugar.
Did you see Alistair Brownlee in there?
Who?
Alistair Brownlee? Olympic triathlon.
Oh, yeah, no. Where did you see that at? Oh, yeah. I didn't get to that part yet, dude.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
Well,
I
hurry
did.
up.
I skipped over him. I said Cam Worth. I didn't realize they put the two triathletes together. Alistair Brownlee. Let's see, who else? Griffin
That is
Easter.
such a random person to be there. Why is he going?
I
Gotta
don't
get
know.
that clout,
The
dude.
moolah. Got that cheddar.
Yeah, dude, money.
Let's see, who else?
When's it
That's about
start?
it for the big names. What?
When does it start?
This weekend.
Wow.
Dang, 26th.
Let's see if they have a pro women's field. Oh,
Whoa.
dude, AJ is going to be there. That's sick.
Sobrilski?
Haley Preem. What?
Oh.
No, Allison Jackson.
Allison Jackson.
Lauren Stevens. Melissa's going. What?
Dude, there's a night
Haley
crit.
Smith.
That'd be
there's a night
sick.
crit too. Yeah.
Really? Is that the prologue?
No, it's on stage 3. And
Oh,
it's
dude,
going to be a bunch
ADP
of
is going to be
flyers.
there.
That's cool.
Who?
ADP.
The payroll
Yeah.
company?
ADP?
No, dude, ADP.
Oh.
PFP's sister, Mariska Strauss.
Axel, the guy, yeah.
Yeah, sounds
Sophia.
stacked. Sounds entertaining.
Pretty stacked, yeah. Rosa Closer.
Is it the first year or second year?
First year.
I think the name needs work. Gravel Burn. It's not great. Not a great name. But other than that, yeah.
I mean,
Looks-
is Cape Epic a cool name?
Yeah, because it's on the Cape.
Okay. What else would they call it?
Gravel Epic?
Cape Gravel. Gravel Cape. I feel like they need to play off of Cape Epic because Cape Epic is
Yeah.
so popular.
I could see that. Oh, here we go. Here's the route. Yeah, so it is. Wow, it's a point to point, and
Woof.
every single stage ends somewhere else. So it is like
Gnarly.
the moving camp format of Cape Epic.
Yeah, gnarly. Yeah, sounds sick.
80K, 100K, 90K, 111K, 140K, 140K.
I think I would be
112K.
more likely to do this than Cape Epic, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I can see that. Just because it's solo.
Yeah, exactly. Don't got to give my wheel to anyone.
It is interesting that they're doing that. I would not have been surprised if they made it a 2-person teamed race. And I think that would have also been kind of cool because they don't have that in gravel yet. But
Yeah, they do. The Appalachian Journey in Virginia.
Yeah, that one.
oh yeah.
A 2-person team race in gravel makes, I think, more sense than a 2-person team race in mountain biking.
Sure.
Because drafting matters more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, Drew, I forgot you did all kinds of 2-person team races this year.
Appalachian Journey, the Rift mountain bike. I think that's it, though.
It's a lot.
I was the strongest on both of those teams as well.
Whoa, dude.
That makes it way more fun because then you don't have to go as hard. If your teammate's faster than you the whole week, you have to go as hard as you can, and you feel bad about it because, like, your teammates, you're having to wait for you.
Doesn't sound great.
I wouldn't want to be the slower rider.
Drew, would you
Does anyone
still
want to be a slower rider?
Drew, after this season, would you still pick me for your Cape Epic teammate?
Yeah, wow.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like if we were doing Cape Epic next year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think you'll be fine next year.
All right.
I mean,
Appreciate it,
I
bro.
expect you to you're going to come back strong, buddy. Not as
Thanks,
strong
man.
as me, but you know,
Stronger than you currently are.
better get used to getting 18th next year.
All right, Bo wants to know if there's going to be a 10-hour road trip episode. If you don't race, would you consider still driving with Dizzle,
No.
Dylan?
No way.
No.
What if you just flew to Louisville and drove with me?
Still no.
What if I drove to North Carolina and picked you up?
What? No.
That's all that the Bonk Bros can
What if we
afford
pick
is a
up
flight
Trey
from
on the way?
Asheville to Louisville. Or Indy.
Dude, Trey doesn't even want to listen to my podcast with Payson.
I know.
I think I would have sit in a car with him.
Wow.
Is Trey going to Iceman?
Yeah, dude, Trey will be there.
He'll be there. Is
At
he
least I'll
staying
have
with us?
somebody to race with, not instead of you quitters.
I'm doing
Is
it.
Carrie
Why do
gonna
you
stay
keep
with
saying
us?
that?
No, he's doing Pan Ams.
Dude, he's not going to Iceman?
Pan Ams of what?
What?
Cyclocross.
Dude, he was seriously looked so strong this last weekend, man. He was my pick for Iceman.
Carrie?
Carrie?
Carrie.
He's retired almost.
What do you mean he looked?
Yeah, and he was still keeping up with you guys.
Yeah,
what?
Dude, he was
Big-
filming the front group
You're right.
with a
I
GoPro
saw
in
him
his
multiple
mouth and
times.
baggy tees and tennis shoes, and he was keeping up with you guys on the climbs.
Was
Yeah, I saw him.
Was he in the sprint?
No, he
No,
peeled
he
off
didn't
right
race.
before the sprint.
Why would he do that?
He wasn't racing. He was just getting footage of Finsty. This
Yeah,
was
he was
what was
doing
epic.
media.
He was riding next to us and then he was like, when that big group of 15 caught us, and Finsterwald, as soon as he caught, attacked past the front group, and Carrie was riding next to him the whole time he attacked. And it's like, wow. Like, either that's a weak attack or Carrie was on one.
Dude, I'm telling you, Carrie was
I
on
think
one.
Carrie was on one.
Yeah, so we were trying to jump around and capture the race for Russell's vlog and for the Bonk Bros Media Empire. And unfortunately, coming back into town, because you guys came across Sugar Creek, they basically stopped all traffic until the whole elite field came through. So while we were hanging there, I told Carrie, I was like, it's probably better if you just hop out of the car and go like ride. Because he wanted to catch the road climb. He wanted to like ride with you guys on the road climb and then try to like get some shots of Russell through the finish. And then, yeah, he was on the live feed, like at the back of the group.
That's awesome.
I kept getting screenshots of it. It was so funny. Dude, he looked so good.
Wow.
You can tell it's him because of the way he is.
Because of the way he is.
His humpback.
Because of the curvature of his back.
Yeah, the humpback.
Tell me which one you can tell which one.
I see. I see. I like how you politely put that because of the way he is and didn't mention his
Dude,
height.
just zooming around corners with you guys.
That's so good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Tried to give Russell a little draft there.
His back definitely gives him an aero advantage for sure.
Well, I'm working on that this winter.
But he also sits very upright too, so it probably neutralizes it.
Yeah.
Well, like the bottom half of him sits very upright, and then the top half of him is very aero. Because then there's a very big, strong kink in the middle.
Yeah.
I think they call that a humpback.
Yeah. Whale. What?
All right, next question.
Our friend iWelder over on Patreon.
This guy
tells
better
a
be
little
our top Patreon supporter with how much.
He gives us some info. So he says you can weld titanium, but you cannot weld all forms of aluminum.
Were we asking about this?
Yeah, why is he
I don't know.
Clearly.
He just says you should just buy a Chinese carbon frame that will cost way less, be more aerodynamic, and perhaps way less. He says, I'm never worried about damaging a $700 frame, but I absolutely am worried about damaging a $5,000 frame. The one exception is the Lauf at $3,000, which was purpose built for rough terrain and has better tire clearance than 95% of the other bike manufacturers.
And he's not even sponsored by Lauf. Would you look at that?
Yeah. So I don't know where that came from. I have no context, but that's what he says.
Thanks, iWelder, for that welding lesson. We appreciate that.
Yep. Let's see what else. Wow, he sent a lot of messages in here.
Welder?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. You're going to have to bump up your Patreon level
he does
of support
ask
if you want us to answer all those.
He says DJ's Leadville bike is that's because wait. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't want your Leadville bike. He wants some specs on your Leadville bike so he can go buy some Chinese knockoff components.
I think we're beyond that.
Let's see. What else do we got? I think that's about it. Because you already read Jeremy's, right? The 2026 tactics.
Yep. That we didn't answer.
Wow, that was good.
I can pull up some.
That was way better than the Bonker Ball segment.
If you've got some.
Let me find them. 1 second.
I can't access that document, so people always send those things in, and I don't know, just can't do it. Let's see.
Yeah, we have 200 questions over here.
Did Felicity send us something?
200
Oh,
questions.
yeah, dude, remember Felicity had those sick bars that were had this super short, shallow drops?
Yeah.
She says those are straight from AliExpress.
No way.
So she's going to be losing her teeth soon.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Or a mouth guard.
Wow.
Hey, Trenton asked this question of you, Drew. Maybe we answered this already, but they said, question for Drew, maybe a little bit forward here.
How do you stay so good looking?
But what is his FTP and watts per kilo? I'm curious what he considers as a relatively low FTP in comparison to the pro
Here's your time to shine, Drew. You know you are so stoked he asked this.
Well, it's going to sound extremely high compared to his. Come on.
How do you know?
How do you know? A mediocre pro sounds like a turd for saying he's weak. But you just heard the normalized that Matt Beers and Cam Jones did in the race was over 400 watts.
Let's hear your
dude,
numbers.
And Drew, his normalized was Cam Jones's normalized was 404 or something like that.
Mine was 324.
His IF was only 0.79.
Yeah, mine was 0.9.
Holy crap. So can somebody do the math right now and figure out what his FTP?
485.
485.
Cam Jones?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I have mine set around
Crazy.
370, 375.
You got 100 watts to make up on Cam Jones, dude.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know what that comes down to, watts per kilogram.
Wait, so what are you at, Drew?
175.
175
kilos. No, 375. Sorry.
Oh, it's geez, dude. No wonder you got 14th.
5.4. But I don't know how much those guys weigh.
Someone said, oh no, never mind. That was, what's his name?
Sick.
What?
Thanks, Adam.
I know. Quinn Simmons, he put out some crazy numbers this past weekend too. But someone said he's 78 kilos, and I think he's probably about the same size as Cam Jones.
Quinn Simmons, I've seen him in person. He looks massive. I've heard some numbers like he's 70 kilos or 72 kilos. I'm like, there is no way, dude. He is such a massive human.
Maybe he's got some bird bones, just like hollow.
Maybe.
Could be.
Yeah.
He did something crazy like 380 for 6 hours.
Wow.
God, I did that for like 30 seconds one time.
That Iceman prep's going good, huh?
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm the only one racing, so now I can back off. I don't have to train so hard anymore. All right, Alex has a question for the bros. Would it be worth it to go to a smaller frame and just have a long dong stem and a long dong seat post, but for a climbing but do that for a climbing race, or just to have a lighter bike? So I guess he's asking, is it worth it to have a smaller frame and then just have a jacked up fit? And then he sends in, he's 19 years old. He's got 9 KOMs on Strava, 1 Nyko win. And he's defending and course record holder for the 27.2 race at Lap the Lake. So high caliber athlete we're talking to here.
We should, you know what this question reminds me of is Willem Van Schip's bike that he...
I know, dude. It was part of my bonker ballin'.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Okay, show that one bike. We need to talk about this bike.
It's like you don't even pay attention.
Yeah, sorry. Who asked this question?
Alex.
Okay, we're going to go on a tangent here. I promise we'll get back to your question, Alex, but we're going to go on a tangent. Yeah, dude. This bike is balling out of control. This bike is balling out of control so hard.
This looks like a bike that came direct from the bicycle
post to go forward like that. That's you need one of those,
custom,
DJ.
Dude, that stem
Dude, I
is
bet
like,
he welded that shit.
that's like that stem is like a 200 or maybe a 250.
Hasn't he been getting like a
250 or
bunch of
something.
controversy over his bike setup? Like he gets DQ'd from races and stuff.
Yeah.
He just did. He just got DQ'd because of his seat post, apparently, which I don't know what the seat post, like why that is better than this. Like, look at that position. How is that not getting DQ'd, but the seat post gets DQ'd?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah. Look at his hands. His hands are.
I thought that there was I thought
All
you
right.
couldn't have narrower than 38 centimeter bars.
So for the listeners who don't know at all what we're talking about right now, this guy, what's his name? Willem Van Schip. He's got a bike where the seat post looks like it got broken in half and it's like cocked forward. And then his bars, he's got like a 250 mil stem, and then his bars look like they're 30 mil wide. And yes, I said mil as in millimeters wide.
yeah, his thumbs are almost touching. Like he could barely fit his long dong stem between his hands.
Yeah, exactly. And the stem is like a positive 30.
It is weird.
It's balling out of control. This bike is sick, and I will take no other answer. This is a sick bike.
The video or whatever too of the race footage when the race that he got DQ'd in, it looks so funny because he like literally just goes off the front and is hammering, soloing away. And you can see the whole field's like trying to chase him down and they can't.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's probably saving hella watts here with this bike.
I just still don't understand. I thought the rule was 38 centimeters inside to inside.
Maybe he's doing like the lower, like he's almost UCI and he's one level below. So those rules don't apply. I don't know.
But it said it was a UCI race that he got disqualified
the
from.
UCI is they're the ones that kicked him out. He's also the one that had those Spico bars with the really long reach.
Oh, really?
That had like grooves in it, so that it was basically like an aero bar. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, probably not.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's okay. Doesn't matter. Yeah, no, so I'm going to give this bike a ball and out of control.
What I want to know is why doesn't he have deeper wheels? If you're going to go through all this effort, why wouldn't you have like 80 mil wheels?
Yeah. It's a good point.
Maybe that doesn't matter.
So anyways, back to Alex's question.
What was his question?
Is it worth it to go to a smaller frame and have a long dong stem and a long dong seat post?
I mean, it definitely makes your bike look sicker.
Does it though?
Yeah, I think so.
Doesn't it make your bike look very proportional?
Yeah, but if you just have so much drop from your saddle to your stem, dude, that always looks sick.
Then why didn't you tell me that when I was asking you what size bike I should get, Adam?
Because you wanted to get a 49 centimeter frame, dude. That's like
Trying to look
for
sick,
little people.
dude.
He is little.
Did you end up getting it? Did you get the 49?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
What are you riding? Just nothing? Didn't your bike get smashed?
It did get smashed. Yeah.
Is your
Match
leg
from
okay? You went to the
bicycle
doctor,
accident
didn't
laws hooking it up though.
Sweet.
We're gonna sort that out. Thanks, Matt.
Is your leg okay?
Leg is okay.
That's
We're doing
good.
all right. Yeah.
It's not broken.
No.
You gonna be able to train for the double?
Oh yeah.
What's the
Maybe.
double? The mid-south
see.
double?
Yep.
Oh,
Are both of y'all doing that? Are you doing it, Adam?
I guess.
Not doing this running for
That is
nothing.
not the right
Dude,
mindset to run
yeah.
32 miles. I
Me
guess.
and Richard from SILCA are doing it.
whoa.
We're gonna do the mid-south double single speed.
Ooh.
Dang.
Yeah.
The double single.
Yeah, the double single. I like that. Yeah.
Dang, dude. New category.
My
Text Bobby.
my
There are already
quads
so many
are cramping
categories.
just talking about it.
Dude, you know that the day after I walked for 2 hours in road shoes this past weekend, I could barely walk the next day. Like
Yeah.
my hip flexors were so sore that I was like limping around.
I bet.
That's embarrassing.
I saw your blisters too. Those were gnarly.
Yeah, and my blisters were bad. I had to
You
wear
should have stuffed some grass back there.
I wore flip flops the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Dang.
like for real, I was
should,
limping the
you
next
should-
day. I was so sore.
You should take up some rucking in the off season to help with that.
Yeah.
No, that's okay.
Now that you're kicking off your off season.
Yeah.
What are you going to do for the next month?
Mm.
Come to Iceman.
Do you feel like you actually deserve an off season?
I don't think so.
Dang, that was,
I was-
low.
I was
That was low.
I was gonna take a shorter off season, but not anymore.
After
There's-
You should take a
Adam
full.
asked that question.
No, you should take a full off season. And do something fun.
Yeah, dude. You could go
You
crabbing.
could go stay
be
at
on-
Drew's log cabin and
Dude,
go rock climbing.
I've
Yeah,
been doing things that are fun.
Yeah, we could
this whole
rock climb.
thing of like Dylan's no fun. I would argue this is gonna blow your guys' minds. I would argue that I'm the most fun on this podcast, and you guys have been
Probably.
painting me in the wrong light.
Scott's out hunting bears right now.
That's
I
true.
don't think you can compete with that, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like you had some fun lately.
It's good. A new chapter.
Did you
A new
guys
leaf.
Did you guys see my bedazzled cowboy hat?
We did. Is that custom?
Yeah.
Did you get
are
to
you
keep
gonna
it or
wear
did you have
that
to
around
return
town?
it?
No, I'm keeping it, dude.
Sick.
Are you going to walk around Brevard as the new sheriff with your bedazzled,
Yeah.
bedazzled outfit?
There's already tons of sheriffs here. It's like one cop for every 2 people in Brevard.
Well, that's good. All right.
Dude,
well,
I bet Dylan, once you do your off season in Australia, you're going to be coming back flying.
I'll already be heat acclimated, that's for sure.
Yeah. Sea otter, dude, better watch out.
No need to even think about the sauna.
just sell all your winter stuff. You don't even need it anymore. Just go back and forth from summer to summer.
Yeah. That's literally what PETA does.
Dude, Brevard is so good in the wintertime, though. You don't even need long sleeves.
Dude, they like salt the roads the best before the snowstorms.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that
Yeah,
note,
should
I'm gonna bounce.
All right. Sick.
Okay, later, guys.
See ya.
Yeah.
Later.